Welcome, Leo, to your love reading for December of 2018, and this will, I believe, let's see something. I want to make sure. So let's see something. So it's Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius. Okay, your fifth house. All right, I want to make sure. Your fifth house will be activated in your love life, and a lot of times this does deal with. It's interesting because the ninth house is Sagittarius, and it is the sun is in Sagittarius, and this does indicate like having a lot of fun, traveling with your partner, wanting to kind of be spontaneous, do different things, and oftentimes it's really having a lot of fun. But often these things, if you feel that you are hampered by being intimate or close to your partner, you might dib and dabble. You might want to just remove yourself from that person and talk to someone else fast. It might be like that. So be careful of knee-jerk reactions when it comes to someone that you want to get closer to. Others of you, it might be really good to travel this month and have a lot of fun. But the fifth house is playfulness, creativity, your love relationships, things that you would like to do. Children, notice yourself. You'll be around a lot of children that might be popping up if you're out and about going shopping. You might see them around. The sun is the star. You're the star that actually enhances your personality and it is your personality and enhances that energy. So I feel like a lot of you might embody the energy of Sagittarius, but often as well that fifth house will be activated. So a lot of good things happening as well, so look out for that. But this is a reevaluation when it comes to your love relationship for sure. Now, what might be the energies that you may experience for Leo for the month of December 2018? So the Eight of Swords, when you're feeling that way, that's not a really good sign, because now for some it can be, because this is the choice that you consciously make, because maybe you have your subconscious not really feeling all that great, not wanting to speak to people, be bothered because you're not sure of your partner's intentions. And even if you are sure of their intentions, you might not be sure of yours, which is meaning like hey, I'm into you, but I'm not sure if I'm really into you like that. I'm not sure about my heart. You might not be communicating to me in a way that I really expect or feel, so that makes me feel this way. So sometimes you might be feeling this way. So this is a restriction, and sometimes you might even feel like you're dealing with somebody who often make promises and they don't follow through, so you are staying put until something happens, but nothing's happening. So that's an energy that you got to be aware of, with the Eight of Swords being there. Let's see other energies for Leo for December 2018. Eight of Wands, and I feel whoever you might be, there might be a lot of communication happening. Remember that fifth house activated, so a lot of friends, family, romantic love interest, or current partner, whoever you might be dealing with. Lots of communication coming from them, social media, hanging out, whatever. But it's still energy of you kind of keeping a low profile, either through choice or through confusion, because you can't trust what somebody might be saying. So you might even be trying to read between the lines of this, whatever might be on your mind and that person, their true intentions. Clarify the Eight of Wands for Leo. Yeah, whoever it might be, they sometimes this is a energy as well, where some of you are dealing with somebody who you have moved on from, but they have not moved on from you. So they might still text you, ask you to see you, to come out, whatever it might be. Others of you, that's the other way around as well, where you might text another person or try to call them in private, and you don't tell anybody about what's going on. That's someone that has moved on from you, but you still hold on to that particular person. So that's an unhealthy situation either way, because it's not leading you to be strong and kind of free yourself away from whatever it might be. Some of you may have made a decision to kind of take somebody back, but you might have a fear of what people might think, because they know what you've done, and who you've accepted back in your life, and that they might know that that might not be the healthiest relationship for you, but you accept it anyhow. Let's see what might the person that you're dealing with might be, what might they be bringing towards you for Leo. Yeah, they're stressed. Nine of Swords. You know, it's a step up. Completely in the head. Not only, you know, the Eight of Swords is where you kind of have the blindfolds on, which are not really tight, but then the person is putting their hands on their eyes and purposely kind of putting their head down, and they're in their head and kind of staying up late at night and really stressed out. So whoever it is, if they're stressed, you're stressed. It's not a really good vibe right now between both of you, because that means that communication might be stagnant. Someone is not really being completely legit, letting you know everything that's going on, keeping things from you, vice versa. Clarify the Nine of Swords for Leo, the person. Yeah, and sometimes this is them fighting for something, trying to get you to open up, but the passion not being there as it was once before. So that might be an issue for some of you out there. Even for some of you, communicating about that hey, this is not really, you know, good for us. That kind of conversation, and that person kind of worried about saying the wrong thing, or how you might respond, or the fact that you know, this is even a topic. You know, what might be your response for Leo? You have the sun, and so with the fifth house is, I'm laughing because, you know, through all of the stress and everything I'm mentioning, you can combat that energy. You can break out of, you know, the change that you might be in. This is kind of embracing. I see it in certain ways where you pick and choose, you know, what to do, who to be around, when to be seen, these kind of things. You are not going to accept or to be out in the open just because people just ask. It depends on who it might be. So the sun is the energy of having fun and feeling good about yourself, and about the fact that others might be drawn towards you in some way. Let's see, clarify the sun for Leo. That's nice to see. Clarify the sun for Leo. Interesting. So be careful with this. All right, so when the sun is coming through with the Magician in reverse, you have Aries and you have another Leo showing up. And when this is happening, this is how I see it. I see you might whoever you might be dealing with, whoever it is, either you or them, you both try to do different things to make the other person resentful. You might try to make them jealous by pretending like you're having a whole lot of fun, but you're really not. Even if you are, you might try to throw it in their face to make them jealous because of what's been going on, or it's a form of manipulation. So just be careful with that, because that can backfire on you in some way. And that's how, you know, karma usually comes back, when we're purposely trying to get our lick back or make somebody feel down, and then it can turn into a bad situation, something that you could avoid. Be careful with that, especially if it's not you that's doing that, it's the other person who could be giving off that energy. But be aware of it, because this is something that looks like it's been happening before, and you might know about these roles that you two might give off from the friction that you might be in. All right, now what might be your fear for Leo? Working. All right, well, we have the Eight of Pentacles showing up, and that's I feel like the job that you might have, or if you don't have one, you know, trying to look for it and then getting it, and then having that be the predominant energy that you give off. It's like, dang, where's my life going? You know, I'm not gonna be able to have fun anymore. I'm gonna just focus on work and not be able to do what I want to do. So when you are the fifth house, right, your fifth house is playfulness, interacting with others, having a good time. So when that's there, I feel like you might be a bit stressed. It doesn't mean that you don't want to work, that you can't, and that you won't. It means that you might not want to, because it distracts you from other things. And sometimes it's the energy as well of being in a commitment with somebody, but not really wanting to give into enough of your part, like working hard to help your partner out, or to give in a relationship, because you know how much energy that might take. That's what I feel some of you might be fearing a bit. Sometimes you just want to say, hey, and be single, or just not really have to overcommit to somebody right now. And then what might your partner's fears be for Leo, or love interest? They might fear love. All right, some of them might fear as well, like moving on into something or someone new, moving on from you into someone new, or fearing just opening up and whether or not this is true love or not. Are you going to love them for who they are? This is going to work out. It just depends there. Let's see, what might be the outcome for Leo. We had Justice in reverse, and Taurus had this. All right, Taurus had this as well. You could be dealing with a Taurus, but when this is coming out in the outcome, that means I just reminded you to be careful, because the Magician in that position with the Sun being there, that means that something is not quite the healthiest between both of you. You could be dealing with a Libra that you're not happy with as well, but these are lies sometimes, strategically getting away with certain things and being very smart about things that you might say, what they might say, to kind of get under your skin, to almost like a revenge kind of thing, or clarify the Justice card in reverse for Leo. Money. All right, new job. We just had the Eight of Pentacles that showed up, and that's the energy of working, having to do these kind of things. Others of you might have a fear again of manifesting something in the right way, the right time, or if it's ever going to happen. Sometimes you might feel like you're going to be with somebody, or somebody wants to be with you for money reasons, to take money from you, or that's what they're all about. Clarify Justice in reverse for Leo one more time. Then we have the Two of Wands, which is the energy of when these are showing up, that means that these are either hidden, somebody is hiding these things from one another, or that these things are not happening right now, which is an indication of not using your abilities, using your skills to the best of your ability. That might be an issue for some. That's why I feel like if you fret, or if you get angry, frustrated about why things aren't working out, or why you're not able to move on from a certain person, or why things might not be manifesting, it's because of these things. Sometimes manipulation, too many secrets coming through, and often not really focusing on your part, the role that you might play and that you can play in order for your love life to kind of grow and be in the right way. So let's do one more card. Last card. What might your physical actions that your love interest or partner might be bringing towards you for December 2018 for Leo? Yeah, that person might, there might be communication where they could ask you a lot of different things. They could communicate with you, but in a way that's not all that mature, maybe. So asking, minor questions they've asked before, pretending sometimes like they might feel like they're pretending like they really care, then they don't. And you're trying to figure out whether or not they're really into you or not. And others of you, they're definitely just watching you from a distance, and that might be something that's annoying. And that's why some of you might be hiding away from that person, because they're watching you from a distance, and you don't like that. For some of you, it could be a stalker, it could be someone that you've tried to move on from, vice versa, but that might be an issue there for some of you. So let's clarify one more card, the Ace of Cups for your partner, and this is their fear, the person that you're dealing with, the Ace of Cups. Yeah, and it's like a whoever you're dealing with, or some of you out there, there is a new love opportunity there. There is new love there, but somebody is fearful about it. Either they know what you've been through, they know who you may have moved on from in a way that you've done it, or whatever it may be, bad memories about it, not wanting to take the risk, not wanting to take the chance and then be heartbroken again. Could be like a marriage, or getting married, coming together, whatever it might be. That could be a lot of doubt with them. So that's going to be a reading for December 2018. Much love, much light, much appreciation as well. And you can always go to psychicloveheals.com to schedule something personally for you as well. So have a good one.